for map number 3. It is go time right now for Luminosity.
Now with this game mode control point, this will be a best of 5 rounds on a single map. So we're going to be seeing 3 stages as it rotates through. So interesting selection here by Luminosity, perhaps giving themselves as many chances as possible to regain their footing and try and take this fight back against Immortals.
We'll see exactly what they decide to go with here. They're still figuring things out in spawn, it seems, Immortals, but generally 76 has been used on this map quite a bit by most teams out there in the high tier play. I mean, it has, in this stage in particular at least, I should say, has some long range areas to really make 76 effective, but Grim Reality, who's been on fire with McCree for a lot of today, he's going to be sticking to that McCree for this stage. I mean, why not? It's been working for them, so no point in trying to fix what is not broken, but they're going to be working through on this pillar side to start it off, and it's a 1-for-1 trade here. Spree and Chance both going down, so 2 tanks will be out of it, but they're just going to continue to poke back and forth for the time being. Losing Chance early is going to be a bit tough for Immortals, as Luminosity is going to put that time down onto the point. Luminosity's putting the time down onto the point. Immortals looking to contest here as they start to flood in now that they have Chance back into the fight. A lot of action going down inside of the drop down for now, but Ube on Genji, looking to see what he can do. Charging heat into the wall with Chance. 2 kills going the way of Immortals with that player advantage, and now they continue to rack up more and more kills. It's looking better for Immortals here. Grim Reality in the back, though. This is a situation you do not want to get yourself into if you're Luminosity. Grim Reality in the back with free range.
This is real bad news for Luminosity. The initial start of this map always starts out with a shield war here over on the side of the pillars, where both teams essentially try and take down the enemy shield and then immediately get a hook or push onto each other. Luminosity probably had the better composition to do it, but Immortals coming out on top, now controlling the point. They're going to have a very strong choke point to flex on, and with Grim Reality's loitering the back, it's going to be a tough area to try and find some footing.
Now the Graviton comes out, gets a lot of players from Luminosity caught in it. There is going to be a Deadeye in the back as well. Grim Reality got one with it, and now it's a 2-for-2 trade, so 4v4 fight here. Immortals still in control at this point, as the Tac Visor even coming out from Icefeld, standing behind that Reinhardt shield. It's really only Hyped left on the point to try and defend, but he's getting 2 kills, so it's still Immortals hanging on. 40% and counting for them, but those ultimates are coming online for Luminosity here.
Just about approaching the halfway point. 3 online for Immortals, 3 online for Luminosity. Right now, Luminosity's definitely got the better bag to pull from here, and Nanoblade and Earthshatter is certainly a lot to open this up, but Immortals with a whole hog, they can defend quite a bit of that. On top of it, Chance's Earthshatter, but the biggest thing is just this positioning. That choke point is so hard to get through.
Goodness, Ube coming out with the Nanoblade, put to sleep. What a dart out from Athan. That's a huge play from him, and Immortals come up with 3 kills, shutting Luminosity down. Yet again, they left the point open, so, I mean, Luminosity could at least get the point, but to no avail, really, because Immortals are just going to flip it right back in their favor, and now they're at 70%. I mean, Luminosity really need to do it here. They wanted more value off of that Dragon, or that Nanoblade that they came out with, but a brilliant play from Athan shut that one down and couldn't find the value out of it.
And Hype's Graviton here is just moments away from being online, and that's 2 big CCs, though Graviton already rolling out.
Graviton's out, Spree caught out on the other side of the wall as well. Easy pickings, Chance getting put to sleep. Heat down there as well. I mean, it's bodies laying everywhere at this point for these guys, but they're going to be duking it out on the side. Immortals had managed to lose 1, but Agility's got Super Fluke. Icefeld should have pretty free reign with his Tac Visor, actually, now as he's able to get 1, and there's not much of a shield out there. Chance now putting it up, and Grim Reality was going for the shutdown there as he managed to hit the flashbang. Still, just kill after kill coming through from Immortals. And I mean, Luminosity, they're not going to have anyone around to even try and get themselves on the point. Immortals, it's still just full flow for them. They take map number 1 here, point number 1. Looking very, very good indeed. So
I got to question whether Luminosity is feeling like they're going to have an edge back into this game. There are definitely 2 more stages to have a shot at. Perhaps a change of scenery will open up a little bit more. The choke points on Sanctum just so hard to get through once Immortals is able to take that away from you. And Immortals managing their ults well, and in general, just Grim Reality is cleaning up any time somebody comes through.
we've seen some huge plays. That was where that put to sleep was Ube off of the Nano Blade, just completely shut down, and the whole hog from Agilities getting two right there, just ripping Mineral off the point and putting him to bed. So
doesn't look like any of the chain hook changes has really affected the way Agility is.
He doesn't care if they change the hook on Roadhog. He'll stick to it and continue to do his thing. So we are on to the next stage. Off in Nepal here, it is a 1-0 lead for Immortals, and they're up 2-0 in the series. So if they can take this map, it is game over. But Luminosity with a quick response here, 2 kills going their way. But, I mean, Grim Reality's out there. He gets 2 straight back in Immortals' favor. The guy is an absolute monster. Grim Reality still going at it. This guy is, I mean, someone's got to shut him down for Luminosity, because, I mean, he's been uncontested and he just gets to fire at whatever he wants.
Grim was the only person on the backside of that point, and 4 people in a row tried to either 1v2 or 1v1 challenge him, and each one fell right in a row. Immortals looking basically impossible to stop at this point.
And this is, I mean, we knew Immortals was good. We had some questions about could they continue this level of play that we saw from them during the qualifier stages, through the group stages. Could they keep that level of play going? And they've certainly shown that they can thus far. Ube comes in, takes out Agilities to initiate this fight for Luminosity now, as they even were able to take, they're even able to take Hyped out of his mech, and they actually just get the point off of that alone. Immortals only able to get 28% down, and that is a couple more kills chiming in on the side of Luminosity, just cleaning up all these Immortals players, building up that ult charge a little bit. And they will have some pretty big ones in the bank for Luminosity. Have a Nano Blade at the ready on this next fight. Even a Graviton Pulse Bomb combo. They're definitely going to be looking to that one to hold this point. But Immortals, pretty similar combos coming up for them. I mean, Nano Blade soon.
Yeah, they do have 5 online for Luminosity right now, and with Mineral working on his sound barrier, he's definitely going to get that somewhere in the next fight. That's going to be 6. That's going to be a tough situation for Immortals to come back through, but so far they've been able to do it. And Nano Blade on the field.
Nano Blade out from Ube, just slicing and dicing, taking chance out of the fight. Grim Reality finding Hiran, though, with his Deadeye, and Immortals get the kills despite the ultimate advantage being in favor of Luminosity off the start of the fight. They even use Sound Barrier on both sides as they're continuing to duke it out on this point. And it is a lot of Immortals bodies in there, but Super Pluke jumping straight back into, at least try and stall it out a bit longer at this point. If they're going to lose the point anyway, just put bodies on it and stall. Try and get as much percentage down as you can before having to regroup. And that's exactly what they've done, getting themselves up to 69% for Luminosity. And now Immortals put the point back in their favor. It's a dive comp really on both sides of the table now.
Here on this part of Nepal, that makes a whole lot of sense. So many open parts of the terrain to flex and take advantage of. A lot of times mobility comes out king. Hype, though, he's going to be a gigantic problem for Luminosity constantly. You really just can't get anything by him. Still, a lot of chance for Spree's Graviton to be eaten in this next fight. Super Pluke's already going to start jumping in. Agility's trying to hold on to the side, and the Graviton landing.
Oh, Graviton Pulse Bomb did a lot of damage. Didn't find any direct kills off the Pulse Bomb, but 2 kills coming through for Luminosity. Grim Reality striking back himself to keep Immortals in the fight at least. Will keep them relevant. It's now still duking it out on the point, but the Nano Boost being given to Super Pluke, that may end it for them. Ice Felt going off on Tracer as well. Gets 2 kills so far, but Agility's right back with a Dragon Blade. This could be a whole lot of trouble for the Luminosity squad as Agility's going to town. 3 kills for him, shutting down the Luminosity players. They're holding on here. It'll be one more fight for Luminosity really to get back and try and retake this point.
They're definitely going to need to take it back right now, or at least get in there and contest the point and take this into overtime. So far, the changeover from the Kree to Tracer has been working out for Grim Reality, adding a lot. Dragon Blade coming out.
Dragon Blade right back out from Ube. Need a lot of value off of this. Has a Biotic on himself. Was able to find Ethan. That's a really big kill for them, getting the Ana out of the fight. But Immortals using Sound Barrier, using that extra health to just charge right into the Luminosity squad. And they've gotten a couple more kills on top of that. Really need to get this Sound Barrier if you're on the side of Luminosity, but they already lost 2 players again on top of that. So it's going to be really tough to get back in, but need to make sure they stay on the point. It's going to fall very quickly. At the top there is now, it's Immortals all over the point, shutting out Luminosity, and they have a 2-0 lead. One more stage, and it will just be the full sweep from Immortals.
It's match point, and Luminosity still looking for their first foot back into this fight, trying to put a single point on the board. They found a little bit of success trying to focus out Grim Reality when he was on McCree. Sometimes not so mobile of a character in the event that his role is down or you send enough people after him. But once he changed over to Tracer, he's able to play keep away. And from that point forward, just the amount of rotation, the way that all of Immortals were moving around in between Chance and Agilities and Grim Reality, there's basically no safe place. Whoever you tried to focus was gone and somebody else was hitting you from behind. I just don't know how you're even able to come back from this. I mean, the only real answer here is to meet them and play better, but so far it does not look like Luminosity is going to have that in their hand today.
Well, they have to pull it together right here and right now, or they will not have a shot to play for the finals. Immortals have looked just so good so far in this match. Chance getting stuck in a corner there, and Icefelt will quickly take care of him as he already will snag himself up a couple of frags to start this fight off, and he's just zipping around. Uncontested Athan. He's really making sure he's being a pain for Athan as well. Grim Reality, though, really bringing Immortals straight back in. This Tracer play from both teams has been crucial to their success, and Grim Reality is just, I mean, he's going at it here. Immortals totally turning the tides. Much thanks to Grim Reality as well. Athan also just pumping out the heals and making sure that he stayed alive in the middle of that. That was crucial for Immortals. They'll take the point first here. Already Pulse Bomb at the ready for Grim Reality, just dishing out that damage.
Right now, Luminosity with no real answer to Grim Reality's Tracer. It doesn't even look like they're trying to chase him down a lot of time. Just getting free reign to loiter around, find whatever target he wants, add some additional DPS into a fight, and help somebody win it. All that Pulse Bomb landing already.
Oh, Super Fluke so hurt. The Pulse Bomb doing just tremendous amounts of damage, and 2 kills in for Immortals. They used the Dragon Blade on top of that from Agilities. Not quite sure if it was necessary for them to use it. I think they had the fight in their hands either way. They were already up 2 kills, but just a bit of an insurance policy taken out on the fight, make sure that they grabbed it. So now up to 40%. Luminosity need to get back into this one and quickly. They're going to be, all they have left to fight for then is 3rd and 4th if they can't manage to get it. So they're looking to regroup here as now Super Fluke is going to get the nano boost coming in, finding Athan in the back line. They trade out Anas as Grim Reality strikes back, and the sound barrier. Super Fluke is onto the point with the rest of these Luminosity players, and I mean, he can just continue to hold left click here, just melting down Verbo, shocking him to death, and now he's going to use that primal rage, just trying to knock bodies around on the point. Both of the Winstons, Chance and Super Fluke, using that primal rage, knocking bodies left and right. And Luminosity has managed to find the kills. They have a lot of presence on the point, but Grim Reality's, oh, he was looking to stall a bit longer, but he'll just have to back up, regroup. Luminosity have turned the tides, but they're going to have to be just about perfect for the rest of this.
Immortals coming back in, 74% for them already. You said it, Luminosity cannot give up this point. They're going to have to hold it the entire way. They do have Ube's Dragon Blade to count on, along with Icefelt's Pulse Bomb, but other than that, well, hold that thought. Ube's already out with the Dragon. He's going to find Verbo.
Dragon Blade, 3 kills in total for the Luminosity squad, and well, Immortals managed to get a couple back, and Grim Reality was either going for the reset or just blinked himself off the cliff.
He just went for the reset. At that point, Immortals were pretty much done in that fight. Grim Reality just going to rejoin everybody else. He's already got a Pulse Bomb. There's nothing else to generate, so he's just going to take a dive, go back to spawn, come out with everyone else, and not give any chance to get staggered here and give any more percentage over to Luminosity. Graviton on the field coming out from Hype. Grim Reality's harassing it from the back. Spree's going to be in danger. Hype's already going down to Spree. Agility's found He down in the meantime. Grim Reality's still looking for Icefelt, but Icefelt's going to come out on top.
Icefelt getting the better of the Tracer. Tracer battle there, and Luminosity looking to get the better of this team fight. In fact, much thanks to Icefelt. So they will get themselves up to just about where Immortals are sitting in terms of percentage. And it will come down to the wire, at least on this stage. But keep in mind, Luminosity have to win it, or they're done. So they will be reinitiating here, and now there will be Agilities using that. Dragon Blade does get Mineral with it. 2 kills back for the Immortals squad. Icefelt was the only one that was able to equalize things a little bit for Luminosity. Icefelt taking down Athan. But besides that, it will be Immortals coming out with a team wipe, destroying Luminosity on that point. They'll have one last attempt to get back in. They need to win this next fight. right here, and they'll have some tools to do it as well, but they got to make it count.
Agility's only able to pick up that kill by a hair as Mineral almost got away. He's definitely looking for some sort of save from Spree, but Spree was not in the line of sight in order to get it done. Luminosity is rolling back. This is a one-fight game right now, but 4 ultimates already up, and Mineral's going to fall.
The Luminosity squad was so hurt off the start of that fight, not having the sound barriers. Mineral goes down is crucial for them, trading kills back and forth, but it's the last attempt for Luminosity as Spree on the point, quite low on health, needs to get some heals. And they are staying in the fight for now, but Immortals striking back with a whole lot of kills. 4 down for Luminosity. They need to get back right here and right now. They use the sound barrier, Super Pluke, just trying to stall things out for the Luminosity squad, but it's going to be a long walk back for the rest of their team. They have some time down on the point, but Immortals are bringing their players back in. They get a couple more, and that's it. Immortals moving themselves into the finals, taking down Luminosity 3 maps to 0.